Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Subsiders here. This is my first video I'm going to make on my YouTube channel, and I'm really excited to do this. I'm going to be playing some Skyrim Special Edition, and basically just going to go around and talk about the lore and a lot of stuff I know, because I've put about like 3,000 hours in this. Yeah, I'm kind of a no-life, but I'm really excited to start this YouTube channel. I think that this can grow into something big. Like, I don't just do Skyrim. I play a lot of Rocket League. I have a team for that, which should be a lot of fun. And we're pretty good. So we play in a lot of tournaments pretty frequently. So that should be fun. And I can play any kind of game you want me to play. I'm very into this game. I know a lot about it. We can just talk, like, if there's something I missed, you can talk to me about it. In the comments, we can go through everything we need to know. It should be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to start this with you guys. Yeah. What?
Finally awake.
You know, I always hated this starting in sequence, like going up into Helgen. Takes too long. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Yeah. Hey, look, that's Ulfric Stormcloak. See that guy in the back right there? That's Hadvar. That's one of the guys you can go with instead of him. It's pretty cool. Rayloff or Hadvar. Yeah. I really like the Oblivion starting sequence, though. It's a lot longer. You get a lot more equipment. But, yeah. This one's pretty fun. I think it's cool how it starts, how like the dragon comes in, destroys everything. But should be cool. If you keep going up this road, actually, like from that way, from Helgen all the way up this road, you can hit the gate between the border of Skyrim and Cyrodiil. And if you get the new mod that just came out recently, I think maybe a month ago at the most, it actually, you can go through that gate into Cyrodiil, which is pretty cool. I'm thinking about downloading it if you guys want me to, which would be pretty cool. Alright. General Tullius, hate that guy. He goes over there and starts talking with the Thalmor. It's a pretty big thing. The Thalmor are basically here in Skyrim with the Empire to talk about to like make sure that the White Gold Concordat, oh god, such a hard word to say, still goes to plan, which basically means that like the Thalmor are allowed to come in and take control if they need to, and that the Empire controls everything basically, and the Stormcloaks are want to be free from that. They don't want to be under Imperial rule. They want to be their own state. So, yeah. That's why they're called the Rebels, basically. It's pretty cool. I downloaded a lot of mods, if we can look at them right now. Like, it's like 30 maybe. Wow. It's taking a lot. There we go. A lot of them are just like immersion mods, like that make things just look cooler. But I do have a follower mod, the Inigo. Love them, so good. So nothing. This guy, I like him. He's from Rorikstead, and yeah, he's a thief. Thief. It's pretty cool.
No, wait, we're not rebels. Face your death with some courage, thief. You've got to tell them we worked with you. This is a mistake.
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves
Well, it's their damn lists. Yeah, I even know lines, like I'm that much of a nerd. It's pretty bad.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
This is actually a cool place because, like Helgen, because it is the like hold village, I guess you could say. How Riverwood is to Whiterun, this is to Falkreath. And it is the only village in the game that gets destroyed, which is pretty cool. So basically, it's the only one that's gonna survive. That is not gonna survive. It's pretty interesting. So we're gonna make our character here. I'm probably gonna be an Imperial, just because I'm always an Imperial with every play I do, playthrough I do. Just because I love being an Imperial. What I'm thinking about doing for our character is making him like a really strong character that like wears a lot of heavy armor but uses magic, so uses bound weapons. So it should be interesting. You know, I usually go that scar. That's good. I'll just keep that. And then I always go this paint. Where is it? That's just, and then I go red. I'm just gonna skip over this. I usually take more time to do that, but at this point I'm too lazy. I like that hair. There we go. That's good. Let's go like. That's good. I like that. Eyes. Eye color. Is there blue? Yeah, there is. There we go. Hair. I don't really like that hair color. That's pretty good. Alright. Done. Okay. We're gonna make my name Zachariah, just because that name's awesome. Alright.
You're a long way from the Imperial City.
I know I am.
What are you doing in Skyrim?
Starting a new life.
What should we do? He's not on the list.
Hadvar.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your
What a
orders,
bitch.
Captain. I'm sorry.
Actually, Hadvar, it's kind of interesting. He's also one of the more lesser known character. Well, not lesser known, but one of the less important characters that is actually voice acted by a completely separate voice actor than the normal ones.
Some here in Helgen call you a hero.
Like how.
A hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his.
Like how Rayloff and all those people have the same voice actor as other people. He doesn't, which is pretty interesting.
Now the Empire is going to put you down.
I don't know about General Tullius. I think he has his own voice actor as well. You can actually get the headsman. You can get his gloves, his like wrist arm, his wristbands, and his axe if you go to Solitude and get a follower, or you kill him, or the guy that the headsman there, the executioner. I always hated this part. What a legend right here. Don't kill him, please.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. You say the same.
I always love this part though, when you're like getting ready for the chopping block, you're gonna die, it's all over, and then dragon, justice, death to the Stormcloaks. God, I'm such a nerd. I also have a blood mod that like just adds a lot more blood. Don't worry, I'm not crazy. I just like it. Hey, I'm no renegade.
There it is again. Did you hear that?
I said next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner.
Nice and easy. Alright, guys. Well, it's nice knowing you all. No, I've always wanted to like go into these houses before it was destroyed, but I just think it's dumb that you never could. It's alright though.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries. What do you see?
There's at this point when he shouts, there's actually a lot more lines that can happen, but it gets cut off because of all the stuff that's happening, which is pretty cool. But it's also a little annoying. See, like, people... See, like, Tullius, usually you wouldn't be able to hear that if you're, like, just going through. Like, I've only heard that a few times, and I've played this game a lot.
the legends be true?
So I'm just gonna keep going here just because I don't feel like waiting for them. Dragon's gonna pop out here. Don't, and I can stand right here and not get burned, which is pretty. What? Never mind. Every time I've done it, I never got burned. I'm sorry I lied. I'm sorry.
You need to get over here. Now.
This is a cool part.
That a boy.
You can actually save him if you keep... Oh, I failed. Usually you can save him if you keep running, but he'll still die anyway. Actually, something cool with this kid is that a quest happens later where you go to this guy... Not him. That guy's house. Like he's with his grandfather. And you can get a cool... cool shout. But not shout. Pendant. It's pretty cool. You're dead. I'm probably gonna go with the Stormcloaks right now, just because since I'm gonna go heavy armor, the only way to get heavy armor at the very beginning of the game is by going with the Stormcloaks and by killing the officers. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah. So this should be a fun experience for all of us, just to get to know each other and make a big community out of this. I'm sure it should be fun. Alright, I don't care about your stupid brother, or whatever he is, I don't know.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it.
Can you cut my vines?
Thing was a dragon, no doubt. Just like the children's stories and the legends. The harbingers of the end times. We
Yeah,
better get
yeah.
moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
Alright, then...
There you go. You may as well take Gunyor's gear.
Yep.
He won't.
I'm gonna put this stuff on, and then you sneak over here, and they come in and whop.
Get that armor on. Get that axe if you swing. So I'm going to see if I can find some way out of here.
Yeah, really? I'm gonna change my FOV. I really hate it being this close in.
That gate.
I don't know why, just a little pet peeve of mine, I guess you could say.
Damn. No way to open this from outside.
Cool thing is that the Stormcloak armor is actually worse than the Imperial armor. So like it just shows how and that's actually a bit immersive if you think about it, because it shows how the Imperials are way more advanced than the Stormcloaks are. Yeah. I'm gonna take... Ooh, I will take those.
Be one of these Imperials at the...
You know? Yeah, I'm also gonna dual wield one-handed, by the way.
Come on.
Huh.
Let's get out of here before the dragon brings the whole tower down on our heads.
Oh, I just picked up those loot bags, and these are from a mod that adds a lot of bags and stuff like that, just for carry weight purposes. They're pretty nice. I like them. Yeah, that opens. And the reason I'm going to go one-handed too is just because Imperials have automatically start at level 20 for one-handed, and a couple magic skills too. So that's interesting. I'm going to put that on, take one of those. And then I'm going to take this armor just because I'm going to get Feindel as a follower later, once we get out of here. There's a lot of like little potions you can get around here. I'm going to be a lot into Conjuration, only because Conjuration is probably the best skill, especially since I'm going to be using bound weapons. So I'm just going to be conjuring a lot of astronauts and stuff like that. And I really want this guy's hood, only because it looks cool. Die.
Was Jarl Ulfric with you?
No, I haven't seen
He
him.
should give us the Lockpick soon. I open that.
Wait,
Give me
son.
those.
Looks like there's something in this cage.
Brief history of the Empire as an Empire. How'd you give them to me all the way? Did you throw them at me?
Might need that
Boy.
gold once we get out.
Oh, yeah. First try.
Everything useful and let's go.
Let me put on his hood. Just cause, I mean, that looks badass, am I right? Move, Rayloff. Alright. I think it's interesting though how, like, it's a little weird. Well, not really interesting. It is kind of weird how, like, you start off and, like, depending on who you take, like, who you go with, like, that's who's gonna be in the tunnel. I don't know. I just find that a little weird, but cool at the same time. Oh, I forgot to open that book.
Orders are to wait until General Tullius arrives.
I'm not waiting to be killed by a dragon.
Yeah, so let's go kill these guys because I don't like them.
I've been wounded worse by better.
Yeah, let's check them. I don't know if I have that or not. No, I don't. Nice. So basically right now we are just trying to escape Helgen because the main antagonist in the game, Alduin, just came and destroyed the town. And some people, some lore people, think that he did that because he knew the Dragon War was back and he really wanted to face him himself, which I could understand. That's why in the end you end up kicking his ass. Sometimes I don't like how you have to fight with 3 people. I think it'd be cool if it was 1, like it was a 1v1 situation, but hey, whatever floats your goat, I guess. Come on, Rayloff. I ain't waiting forever. Yeah, I meant to say floats your goat, by the way. If that fall... the cool thing is that a rock drops down there and breaks the bridge, but you can just come back here and get a free potion, some bone meal, and a coin purse. What a cool thing. Yeah, so let's get out of here. They do start you off with a lot of gold, which I do like a lot. And the thing about Imperials too that I like a lot... Alright, I really don't know what this kid's doing. One thing I do like a lot too is that Imperials tend to find a lot of coins, like a lot more than usual. So that's cool. I usually like to kill these guys and then take their frostbite venom just to sell, just so I have something to sell. Even though I'm gonna die. One thing I do a lot, which I think is a very useful skill, is to go in here and basically on your way to Riverwood, where you go after, just make a lot of potions. Like, get as many ingredients as possible, make a lot of potions, because it's a great way to level up. It's such an easy skill to level up. All you gotta do is keep clicking the same thing over and over again. Clicking the same potion. And if you can find, like, better potions, like, make them better. Like, make new ones, I mean. That also helps a lot. Alright, literally this guy is just not with me. Watch my game be glitched out. And then iron helmet. Yep. I'm gonna kill this bear. I used to always kill this bear, and then there were wolves outside of this cave that you could kill, and then I would always take the pelt and make leather armor out of it. But since I'm playing this guy, I don't really... This is usually my main run as main run usually. Just heavy armor magic. Because the way I see it, you can max out your skills any way you want. It's not like Oblivion where you have a set skills that you can only use. Like in this game, like it's just so easy for me to just enchant my heavy armor to give me more magicka. So, yeah. So I thought, why not be hella strong while at the same time destroying people with magic. So basically, he's gonna go and just leave. I never really know where he goes. Nobody does. No lore people know.
My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road.
So now we have to go and go to Girder and talk to her. There's a lot of places you can go around here to get a lot of stuff, see a lot of new places, but usually I don't like to do that just because, I don't know, I just like to stay on the path and then later go back and do it all. If you see that little rune looking thing next to the standing stone, that's actually from another mod I have. It adds like a ton, like 20 something new bosses into the game just to add a little more difficulty to it, which is cool. They usually drop a lot of gold and cool weapons and armor. So, yeah. Oh, Lamppost Skyrim too. Love that mod. A lot of immersion. I love immersion. Immersion. Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to be collecting a lot of flowers, a lot of ingredients. Just so that, like...
Bleak Falls Barrow. Never understood how my sister
Bleak Falls Barrow is actually an interesting thing. Is it actually an interesting place? We're gonna take the mage. No, we're gonna take Warrior Stone. It's an interesting place because there's a lot of stuff you can do there. Like, the reason that I forget the exact reason why the Dragonstoner is in there, but I think it has to do with the fact that it was one of the first places that the dragon priests like went to and were buried. So that's interesting, but I'm not gonna go in here right away. I'm gonna kill this guy, come back with Fandel and loot the crap out of this place. Oh, I also have another mod that adds a lot of new variants of the weapons, of the skilled weapons. So like there's like an iron short sword, all that kind of stuff. This is cool. Like I said, there's these wolves up here. Wow, I got him far away. I also have him, and the reason I found a garnet with that guy is because I also have another mod that adds a whole lot of more loot. Yeah, one of the bigger mods that I really want to get, though, is the immersive armors. That's a huge one that I really want to download. And I just never really got around to it. But I will soon. That and Bruma are my two big ones. So, once I get those downloaded, that should be pretty fun. I'm probably not going to download Bruma until a little later, though. Once I get myself prepared. There's a nerd rate. Get that. Oh, cross the water. I'm allergic to water. You're all probably wondering what Bruma is, considering I didn't explain it. It basically is a city in Cyrodiil and these people who were really into the Elder Scrolls remade are trying to make all of Cyrodiil back into Skyrim, but in this timeline, so 200 years after the Oblivion Crisis, where Mehrunes Dagon came in and just basically destroyed everything. They're just trying to fix all that. It'd be cool. I'm excited for the rest. It's not done yet. They've only got one city. Yeah.
Of course. Oh, what's this all about? What are you two doing here?
Alright, I'm gonna get this.
Thinks his back. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I've been thinking. Maybe
I'm just gonna do this real quick.
and say it's
Yeah.
from Sven.
Sven is... I'm gonna get Feindel as a follower right now. Just do something really quick. I'm gonna talk to this guy though, see what he has to sell first.
Protect yourself. Or deals
Not that I'm
with
really gonna buy anything now that I think about it.
I
Cause in this like little side quest, Sven and Feindel are after this girl right here, and I've let her free from Sven, and Sven is actually like even considered by the Bethesda team is the worst follower in the game. Which, yeah, he is. He's so bad. Yeah, what I'm gonna do now is sell some stuff. Just lighten my load. I'm gonna give him that stuff. How much is this? 19. You can keep that. I'm gonna make potions and sell them later. Alright, that's good. Let's see if he has any weapons or anything. Nope. Alright. Sven is literally a terrible follower. He can't do anything. His max level's 25. And his skills only go up to like 35 or something. So he's basically worthless. There's Sven.
Tell me soon. I appreciate your help. Please lead the way.
Yep. Okay, and then a really cool trick with this guy though is that you can get trained with him, and then watch this. You go here, and then did they get rid of that trick? No, I think it's because I have, yeah, that explains it. I forgot I installed the unofficial patch which gets rid of that trick. That's okay though. We don't really need it. You take that, give him more carry weight. Whatever, I was gonna use that gold anytime soon. I'm not really into buying anything. I'm kind of more... I find my own loot. But that's how most people are. The trick was basically you have him train you, and then you go into his inventory and you take the stuff. You take your money back.
And by Alvar can help you out. It's my meal. Of course. But what's this all about? What are you to do?
Yeah.
You would explain what I saw earlier.
I'm gonna go into here and then go.
We need to get the cow.
they wouldn't dare give over.
Ooh, it's getting pretty late.
Please, we're fighting for your own.
Yeah.
Skyrim would
I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to Whiterun. Or should I go into that? No, I'm just gonna go to Whiterun. That dungeon's gonna take too long. Well, mine technically, but yeah. I always like playing a mage. I just feel like so strong. Even though you're basically a glass cannon, but like if you're playing a full mage that wears only robes, but that's where I was saying that you should just wear heavy armor and then enchant it. But anyway, so what I'm doing right now is I told Raylov's sister that there was a dragon that attacked, and I have to go to Whiterun to tell the Jarl Balgroof, that he needs to send some guards here just to protect the place. A cool thing about over here, and if I'm able to actually kill them, is that there are Imperial guards down here that I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it now. I think they might be a little far away. But if you get them... Oh, no, right there. Nice. Oh, they're Dawn Guard, actually. Huh. Do I risk it? I don't know. Alright, well... Maybe we'll do it next time. Because I gotta go,
Yes?
fam. Alright, well, thanks for watching. This will conclude my first video on my YouTube channel. I really hope you like it, and I really hope that we can do this again sometime. It's been a lot of fun. And again, like, I just really want to develop this YouTube channel and get it into something special. Like, I think this would be a lot of fun. Well, I'll talk to you later, and goodbye.